Welcome back to Public Affairs on Peach. I'm Tracy Hutchins. Well, the Gwinnett County business community has a major stake in Tuesday's Marta vote. My guests for this segment are Nick Messino, Chief Economic Development Officer of the Gwinnett County Chamber of Commerce, and also Santiago Marquez, President and CEO of the Georgia Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Gentlemen, welcome to you both.
Thank you for having us.
Nick, I want to begin with you because, you know, when we talk about this referendum, this is coming up on Tuesday, March 19th. It's kind of unusual to have a referendum in March. Do you believe that voters are aware of this?
Yes, I do. I think the Go Gwinnett team has done a very good job of getting the word out. The early voting has been going on for weeks, and it's been very strong. So we feel very good about the word getting out, and we're very excited about people coming out. We hope we don't have freezing rain on Tuesday. The
turnout, I think so far the conditions should be mild. We hope so. And Santiago, you actually told one of our producers that traffic issues, you know, as we're talking about public transportation, traffic issues have really halted some corporations coming to town, and also in terms of millennials being attracted to Gwinnett County. That's what you've seen?
Yes. So even though Gwinnett County is a leader in the region in terms of business and continues to be a leader, we have at our chamber, we have a group of millennials. It's called HYPE, Hispanic Young Professionals and Entrepreneurs. Many of them were born in Gwinnett or lived in Gwinnett growing up, and they have left Gwinnett because they have jobs in the city. And unlike myself, they are not willing to sit in a car for an hour and a half to get to work and then sit in a car for an hour and a half to get home. And we do not want to continue to lose millennials. To stay competitive, we've got to keep them in Gwinnett.
Right, and that really leads to businesses as well, because you have a business, you have the employees of that business. Nick, what do you think having you know, mass transit, Marta, coming to Gwinnett County, what will that mean for the business community?
Well, I believe a community that is not growing is dying, and this will help accelerate our economic development efforts. As Santiago mentioned, it's also about talent, and we have to have the connectivity to the entire region, and we cannot build more roads to build our way out of the congestion we have today.
Yeah, it just gets too rough, doesn't it?
It's rough now, and this is going to help alleviate that. And we're going to have 500,000 more people move to Gwinnett in the next 20 years. And we've got to just move people around Gwinnett, and we have to connect to the region. And
Santiago, tell me about this, because of course, being with the Chamber of, the Georgia Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, how much of an education has there been within the Hispanic community about this referendum to get out and vote on Tuesday?
Well, and I echo what Nick said. Go Gwinnett has done a phenomenal job of having materials in Spanish, of having town hall meetings, of trying to reach out to the Hispanic community through television, through radio, through print. Certainly myself and my team have been out front speaking to the community, but I don't think it's ever enough. You know, I mean, I think Go Gwinnett and the county have done a great job of letting people know, but there always needs to be more effort, in my opinion. It's just tough to get people that are working, you know, and a lot of folks in our community are working long hours, and it's hard to reach them, you know, so it's a continuous effort. But I applaud the county and Go Gwinnett. Phenomenal job.
And what would you say to those people who, you know, basically say that we don't want to pay for something that is so far in our future? Because we were, of course, talking before about Clayton County and the difference it's made in that community. What would you say to voters before Tuesday?
I would say that this is an investment. It's an investment in our county. It's an investment in our children, our children's children, you know, and to be a Gwinnetian, I've been a Gwinnetian 20 years. I pay for public schools. My kid go to private schools, go to a Catholic school. I'm a Catholic. And I'm totally fine with paying for the schools because I want the best schools to be in Gwinnett. I take pride in that. And so I think it's an investment in our region, and it's an investment in our county. And a penny sales tax is not a big deal. It's going to be fine.
Yeah, calm the fears, right? Nick, what would you say? Because it's got to be exciting thinking about the potential here for mass transit in Gwinnett and how that would expand in terms of business and in terms of the people that you can attract, in terms of the events that you can attract. Talk to me about that.
Sure. I do think people get hyper-focused on the extension of the heavy rail, and there is multiple strategies inside the transit plan including things that were already mentioned. We're just not used to dedicated bus rapid transit because we don't have it in Metro Atlanta, but we have toured the best dedicated bus rapid transit in North America, and that is a much shorter time frame. But buying more buses midway through this year, if we pass this, we will be able to expand the local bus routes now. We'll be able to expand the incredibly successful express routes now. And so with employers, when I'm trying to recruit someone, I have to tell them and share with them the story of what is the talent we have now and what's the talent for the future. And they don't want to hear about in 15 years.
Right.
But the great thing about this plan is they will immediately see an impact on connectivity. The heavy rail is just going to make it better, and we have to be more patient with that.
Right. Nick, Santiago, thank you so much for your time. I know
Thank
very
you.
exciting for you in Gwinnett County right now. Well, we do want to continue on. We focused on Gwinnett County so far, but we will widen out to regional mass transit when Public Affairs on Peach returns.